All right, we got some factoring by grouping practice. Here's number one. Okay, it says 6x cubed plus 16x squared minus 15x minus 40. So we're going to try to factor this. You do it before me and then check. This is just straight practice. All right, so hopefully you just did that because you listened to directions. So I see 6, 3 goes into 6, doesn't go into 16, 2 doesn't go into 15, no GCFs at all. So I'm going to factor. I'm going to put this together, I'm going to put this together, I'm going to put this plus in between them so that I remember that that's there. And I'm going to pull out a 2x squared, and I am left with 3x plus 8. And of this one, negative 15x and 40, 5 goes into 15 and 40. So I'm going to pull out a negative 5, which is going to leave me with a 3x plus 8. See how that worked out? It made more sense for me to pull out the negative because it made this 3x plus 8, which matches this one. So I ultimately end up with 3x plus 8 times 2x squared minus 5. Number one down, okay? Now let's go to the next problem. Problem number 2, what did I say I want to do? I want to do number 11. I think this one might be a little more complex, but let's see. It says 21uv plus 8b plus 3u plus 56bv. Okay. Factors of 21, 1 and 21, 3 and 7, 3 doesn't go into 8. That's it. So there can't be any of those. I see u's, but this doesn't have u's. I see v's, this doesn't have b's. These don't have b's. There is no GCF. Excellent. So now I'm looking at grouping these. And now here's where I have to think a little bit. And this is new. Let's look at this. I can't really take anything out of 21 and 8. This has b's and this has u's and v's. I don't want to group these together like this. The way that I group these, I could make this make a lot more sense. So here I'm going to want to change the order. Okay? Because look at this. So I'm just going to rewrite it. 21uv plus 3u. Look at that. The u's line up, and 3 and 21 are factors. Then I'll do plus 8b plus 56bv. Again, notice 8 and 56 are in common. They also have the b's in common. This is a much better way to group these, and hopefully that makes sense to you. And all I'm doing is just changing the order. It's just like I could do 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to 6, or I could do 2 plus 3 plus 1. I could change the order, and it's still equal to 6. It doesn't change anything. But now what I get is 3u. When I pull these out, and I'm left with 7v plus 1. When I factor these out, I could take out 8b, and I'm left with 1 plus 7v. This and this are the same, which is what I want. So I end up with 7v plus 1 times 3u plus 8b. Boom, bam, bow, surprise. Okay? So notice, it was in my benefit to change the order right there. It helped me out a lot when I did that. All right, I think that was 11, was it? 21? Yeah. Let's do that same thing. And now let's look at the next problem. Problem number 3. Okay? It has 28xy minus 7k minus 49x plus 4ky. Why don't you try to solve that one? Are there any GCFs? Hopefully you said no. So now I'm looking at this grouping. If I group these together, they have 7 in common, but these are x's and y's and these are k's. These have nothing in common, right, if I group these together. So that doesn't make much sense. So you know what? I'm going to flip my order around. Hopefully, you changed your order around as well. I'm going to rewrite this as 28xy, and I'm going to do the minus 49x here. Right? Because those things have lots in common. They have x's and they have the 28 and 49 where you could take out 7s. Then I'm going to do a minus 7k and plus 4ky here. And again, these are the only two that have this k in common. So it makes sense that I'd maybe want to put those together. Now, let me go ahead and group them and see what happens. This gives me a 7x. And that's my GCF of these two, so I'm left with what? 7 times 4y minus 7 plus, I can only factor out a k here, and that leaves me with minus 7 plus 4y. Positive 4y, positive 4y, negative 7, negative 7. Those two things are the same. So I end up with 4y minus 7 times 7x plus k. Boom. This is being multiplied with that, and it's being multiplied with that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Another one down. All right. Let's take a look at one more. Let's get a new page here. Add a page below. No. Just give me a page. Boom, boom. Let's look at one more. And I think the one I said I wanted was number 15. All right, so I think this is our last one. It says 70n to the 4th plus 40n to the 3rd plus 28n squared plus 16n. Write that one down. I think this is the 4th one that we've done. Gotta look for a GCF. I definitely know there's a GCF. I can take an n out of all of them. And then looks like 4. Does 4 go into 70? I think it might. 8 doesn't, but can I do 70 divided by 4? Yeah, it's like 35, right? No. 70 divided by 4, 17.5. Nope, can't do 4. And I can do 2. Anything bigger than that? What goes into 16? 1 and 16. 2, which I can do. 4 and 4. Guess it's going to be 2. I'm going to go with 2n for a GCF. So I end up with 35n to the 3rd plus 20n squared plus 14n plus 8. All right? So that's what I have so far. Okay? So now let me look at this grouping. The 35, okay. I'm going to try and I'm going to go ahead and group these two and these two. And I haven't even solved this one yet. So I'm figuring out as you are. Let's see what happens when I do it. Maybe I'll be right, maybe I'll be wrong. I can take 5n squared out of this one. And I'm left with 7n plus 4. Plus, I could take only 2 out of this, and I'm left with 7n plus. Ooh, look at that. It worked out. And let me not forget my GCF, which was 2n here. So I end up with 7n plus 4, which is being multiplied with 5n squared. And it's also being multiplied with 2. And I already had my GCF, my initial GCF, which was my factor of 2n. Boom, bow, surprise. All right, that is what I have for today. We're going to get a lot of time to practice these in class next class. For some of you, it'll be tomorrow. All right.